Hi, so I just want to do a quick Makeup Geek haul. I purchased 5 of their pigments and one gel eyeliner just to try out her products. I've been wanting to try out Makeup Geek's products for a long time, and I was just really excited to get those pigments. Of course, I wanted to get more pigments, but some of them were sold out, as well as some of the gel eyeliners. They're loose pigments. It's already, it's tend to be messy, but the fact that they don't come with sifters, I think that's a big issue with a lot of people reviewing Makeup Geek's pigments on YouTube. I've seen some of those, is that it doesn't have sifters. I understand why she doesn't have sifters for those pigments, because some of the pigments um, they have like chunky glitters, which is really difficult if you put a sifter on top. But I think it's just really, maybe it's just the way the jars are, they're a bit too shallow, or maybe it's just the closure, something about the jars that they use, that these pigments tend to just go everywhere. It's just really, really sad. That's the only downfall. So I can't really take them out and open up the lids to show you, because I literally have to put a piece of tissue underneath when I'm taking all the product pictures and swatches, because otherwise my white table is gonna be like all crazy looking. Also, when you have messiness happening with the lids and the pigments, you tend to lose lose the products, and eventually every time you open the jar and you lose some pigments, even though you get quite a bit of products with the price that she offers, with these, it's a really good deal, but I just feel like it's a lot of product waste if every time you use the product you open up the lids and there are like a lot of them falling out of the package. So that's just one big issue. Since I already did swatches, you can go on my blog, artofsign.blogspot.com, for products, for close-ups. And I still have the swatches on the back of my hand, so I can show you in the video of what these are, and you have a sort of a general idea of how these look like. And then if you like these colors, just go to their website, makeupgeek.com, to purchase. And I'll probably get some of her like individual eyeshadow pens, eyeshadows to try, but I definitely want to try more of her pigments, and hopefully, I think she's working on the repackaging for these pigments, so hopefully next year she'll come up with better packaging ideas, so we don't get that much fallout with these pigments, because they're just so beautiful. It pains me to see these beautiful pigments like flying out everywhere. So okay, let me show you the one gel eyeliner that I picked up. This is I think one of the most popular gel eyeliners that's selling on her website. Her products are cruelty free, just to put out there. But it says that it's distributed by MakeupGeek.LLC, and it says it's made in China on the packaging. The gel eyeliner has 3 grams of product, 0.1 ounce. 3 grams is, I think it's quite a lot of product for gel eyeliner. Let me see if I can compare to a regular gel eyeliner so you have an idea. Okay, let's see. The Maybelline New York Eye Studio gel eyeliner. This also has 3 grams of product, so it's about regular size. But I think the Maybelline Eye Studio gel eyeliner is about $9 or something in the drugstore, and the Makeup Geek eyeliner, gel eyeliner, I think is, how much was it? Totally forgot the price. I'll link the website down below, and I'll put the price, in the caption or whatever. So, yeah, because I totally forgot. I think it's probably less than the Maybelline one. And I got the shade in Poison, which is a really beautiful red color. This is a jar. Like I said, her packagings are very minimum, not a lot of product waste. in terms of packaging, and it has the Makeup Geek logo on the lid. Poison, it looks like it's a sort of like brownish red. It's like a dark brownish red, but once I swatch it, I use an angle eyeliner brush and I swatched it. It shows up this, oh god, I can't even talk because I'm blowing the pigments everywhere. But once I swatched it, as you can see, it's almost like a true red, a little bit towards the warmer side. So it's interesting how it looks like a brownish dark red in the jar, but once you swatch it, it's a really beautiful true red, tiny, slightly towards the warmer tone. So it's really pretty. I can't wait to use this either as a base for eyeshadows or just use it as an eyeliner. I think it's really cool. I'm not sure if you can use this on your lips. I'm not sure. Maybe you can. So the first color, of course, is Utopia, and this is the most talked about, most loved, most popular pigments from Makeup Geek's pigment line. And then it's this color. So as you can see, I already accidentally I blew it and it flew everywhere. And you can see this really reminds me of the Urban Decay Space Cowboy eyeshadow, which is a pressed pigment. This is more like a pressed eyeshadow, pressed pigments. I just swatched both of them, and as you can see, this is the pressed formula, and then this is a loosed formula, but they are very similar in comparison as far as the chunkiness goes, except that Urban Decay one, this is a pressed pigment, so it goes on very smooth and it's really soft. And then the Utopia pigments, it's quite coarse. I feel like comparing to the other pigments I swatched, Utopia has the most chunky glitters, and it's really kind of on the coarse side. I don't feel like it's smooth, and it's very chunky. And then also you need a very good like eye primer, something sticky or tacky base in order for these glitters to adhere to your lid, because otherwise if I blow at it, it will just fly everywhere. It's quite loose. Yeah, not like the Urban Decay one. Once you press it on, it's easy to like wipe it off, but when you smooth it on, if you blow at it, it wouldn't like fly everywhere, and it's kind of silky and smooth, if you know what I mean. If you have the Urban Decay Space Cowboy pressed eyeshadow pigments, then you know what I'm talking about. It's that kind of chunky sized glitters. And this is an antique gold color. It's really pretty when swatches. It reminds me of dragon scale. Yeah, like either dragon scale or like snake scale, something like that. Maybe more like dragon scale, but it's this like antique gold color. It has this sort of like a brassy, bronzy undertone in it. So it's really pretty. But like I said, you definitely need a sticky base for this to adhere better. And it's just really messy. It flies everywhere. Literally flies everywhere. This is Vegas Light. I think Vegas Light is one of her newer pigments. I think it's Vegas Light. I think this is a newer color to the family. And then this is over here. So this is Vegas Light. Comparing Vegas Lights to Utopia, Utopia is the most chunky sized glitter pigments, and then the next step down will be Vegas Lights. Vegas Lights is also very metallic finished, but it's sort of like almost like a medium size. So if I want to say like micro glitters, micro like sparkles, Vegas Lights has like a medium sized chunky glitter. It applies a little bit smoother than Utopia, but it's definitely not as smooth as the other 3 pigments that I swatched. It's a very beautiful orangey penny, like a copper penny color. Something that I really like. It's quite warm. As you can see, it's really like orange toned, like copper penny color. I really like this. This is, like I said, this is a bit smoother, and this looks really beautiful on its own. It still has some fallout because it still has some, you know, chunky size glitter, but compared to Utopia, it's a little bit better in terms of like fallouts and smooth texture wise. Yeah, it's smoother. So that's that. I really like that color. And the next color, which is quite similar to Vegas Light, I think Vegas Lights is the newer shade, because I think I just saw her talking about it in her video. So the next color is called Blitz. Blitz is quite similar to Vegas Lights, and then here is the swatch, as you can see. Now, Blitz is more of a metallic, loose eyeshadow, like loose pigments, because it doesn't have these chunky size glitters in these two, so it's a lot smoother. It's sort of like this, like a bronze color, but has a copper penny, like orangey copper penny color to it. So it's a warmer, well, it depends how you look at it, cooler or warmer bronze. But it's definitely a nice, beautiful metallic bronze color that has a copper mix to it. So it's not a standard bronze color that has more of a golden brown in it. This has more of a copper like shift, or copper, yeah, more like a copper like shift to it. So it looks quite similar to Vegas Night, or Vegas Lights, or Vegas Lights. Yeah, it's quite similar to this, except this is more orangey and this has chunkier glitters in it. And this is very smooth. Prince Charming. And it's really beautiful. This is I think this is the smoothest, this is the best, I guess, ink swatch. So this one, this silver looking, it's almost like a platinum silver, but it's metallic finish. These two are both metallic finish. These are also metallic finish, but these two are definitely the standard metallic finish. And then this is Prince Charming. As you can see, it's sort of just like silvery color. And this applies really smooth. This is just a really nice, smooth, creamy, almost like a creamy finish. And it's, as you can see, these are really pigmented. And then the last pigments I got is Paparazzi, and this color is right here. This color is interesting because it's a charcoal gray, like matte base with micro glitters. I think Paparazzi is really pretty. You do have to watch out for the fallout on this one because the fact that it's a matte base. The matte base is actually quite nice. It's not very streaky. It's a little bit difficult to swatch the matte color at first. I guess because it's like matte colors are pretty difficult to make. But this is a really nice sort of like a medium to deep, like charcoal gray color. So it's interesting for this to be a base, because usually they have like a black color as a base, or like a matte navy or something, but this is a matte charcoal color, and it has like a rainbow micro glitters. That's like just really super finely milled. I think that when I swatched the Paparazzi color, even though it has micro size glitter, it still feels a lot smoother than Vegas Lights and Utopia. I don't know why the Utopia pigments, I can see why people like it because it's unique color, and how glitzy glam it is, but I really don't like how it's just, it feels chunky. It doesn't feel smooth at all. I just wish it's a little bit more buttery, soft, and smoother. But other than that, I really like all of these colors. Like I said, visit my blog for close-up swatches. Other than that, I really like these colors. You know, they're a lot more, and I think she's probably developing more colors because her pigments are like the best sellers. So yeah, my only wish is that she can kind of really work on the packaging with the sifters or non-sifters. Come up with some ways, maybe changing the jars. I think maybe it's those kind of jars. Usually, these jars are like wide. Oh yeah, did I tell you how much products you get from the pigments? Probably didn't. The pigments contains 1 gram, 0.05 ounce of products in it, which is like pretty good, a decent amount. Normally you see like pigment jars, they're more like taller around it, you know, with a smaller opening. I think maybe it's because this has such a wider opening, and also I just don't like this kind of lid. This kind of lid just feels like really flimsy, and then usually you can get the powder all in the cracks on the side. So when you twist open and like twist close, all the products that's in the cracks, so it just comes out, poofs out, flies everywhere. So maybe instead of, maybe just use taller, smaller opening containers, or you know, try different kind of jars instead of these ones. I definitely can see that she can use sifters for those regular pigments, but as far as these chunkier glittered pigments go, you can't really put a sifter on it because of the chunky texture and the size. They just won't come through the sifters. That's just common sense. So anyways, I'm sure she's working on that. Marlena's really great. I think she put a lot of thoughts into her products. I really like her stuff, and I like her videos, and I think her products are really great, and I can't wait to try more of her eyeshadows, and as well as lipsticks and eyeliners and stuff like that. Yeah, so really excited to share this with you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.